What's up guys, I'm Mark Walton, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Real Gym Life. Have you ever wondered how to build a really good chest or wonder what the best exercises are to do? In this episode I'm going to talk about the top 5 exercises that I've found to work really well. Stay tuned. Insert 8 to 10 second channel intro now. Oh, I forgot to do it again. I forgot to do the intro. Right guys, so of the 5 exercises I'm going to talk about today, the last 2 are isolation exercises, so they're where we're just using just the chest to come in, and I'll show you what they are. But the first 3 are compound movements where we're going to use more than one muscle to do the exercise. Straight into it guys. Exercise number 1, flat bench dumbbell press. This is generally the first exercise I'll always do on a chest day. The maximum I'll lift on this exercise is about 45 kilo for 10 reps. With that in mind, when I start with 10 kilo dumbbells, that's all, really light, but I'll go for 20 reps as a warm up and I'll do 2 sets of that. Each rep on the negative portion and the positive portion is about 4 to 5 seconds, so to do 1 full rep, I'm taking about 8 seconds, and if you try and do that for 20 reps, it's an absolute killer. After doing 2 sets of them, your chest is really pumped and ready for some heavier lifting. As you can see in this video guys, the form is really controlled, up and down nice and smooth. I don't go down too far, I just make sure that I can feel the muscle stretch as much as it can without feeling uncomfortable in my shoulder joints, and then it's straight back up. I don't have to touch the dumbbells at the very top, it's not necessary. As long as my arm is straight up in the air, I know that my muscle is fully contracted. One thing I've noticed is that if you use a barbell bench on a bench press, if you've got a weak side, it tends to stay weaker because your strong side will compensate for it. Now when you use dumbbells, they're independent on each side, so you tend to find less strong side and weak side, and when you're lifting independently with equal resistance. One other benefit that I find when I'm using dumbbells is that everything feels right. It feels like a natural movement. I'm coming up and down, I get no pain in my shoulders. Whereas when I do regular bench press with a barbell, my shoulders tend to hurt, I get rotator cuff issues, and I generally get pain, and even in my elbows. So it's not something I do these days. Don't really do any bench at all. Well, coach, have you just said you don't bench? No, I just don't really bench at all. Like, it's not, it hurts me.
What did you know about this? You don't bench. Everyone benches. I thought everyone benches.
Dumbbells are working well for me, mate. Look at your chest. Look at your little skinny chest.
I've got a skinny chest.
You're skinny, mate.
I'm not skinny.
You don't even train.
I'm not skinny.
At least I go to the gym. You don't even train.
I'm the director. Whoa, I'm the director.
You're the skinny.
What are we paying him? What are we paying this fella for? What are we paying him for?
Yeah, just let me carry on.
You're just
you're the director. I'll carry on.
But
Sit down.
Right, look, carry on.
Sit down.
I'm sitting down. I'm sitting down. I'm sitting down.
Sit down.
I'm sitting down.
Sit down.
Yeah, okay. I'll sit down.
Carry on now, yeah? Sorry about that, guys. Exercise number 2, a high incline dumbbell press. So again, using dumbbells, but this time on a high incline. A 45 degrees is probably the lowest I would go, but maybe even a little bit higher. Not so high that you're training shoulders. It's really going to hit the upper chest quite well. And as you're doing it, as you can see in this video, as you're going up on the positive portion, you should be able to feel the tightness of the upper part of your chest coming together as you get to the top of the movement. As you come down, again, like with flat bench, don't go too low where it's going to put any major stress or unnecessary stress on your shoulder joints. Just keep going up and down, and that's a nice easy exercise to hit the top of your chest, nice and effective, and one that follows on usually straight after a flat bench. Right guys, exercise number 3, dips. The reason we do dips is to hit the lower chest. It hits it really well, guys. When you do them, you may find that you're not strong enough to do dips if you're starting out. You can usually use a machine in your gym where it's an assisted dip where you can put your knees on it. If you don't have one of them, it's not a problem. If you've got a lifting partner, or I'm sure someone in your gym will help you, they can grab your feet and lift them up to add a bit of less resistance to your movement. Now, when you can do more than just your body weight and you need to add more resistance, you can get a weight hanging belt, put it around your waist, and then you can just add more weight and resistance to your dips. That's what I do. I typically go to about 2 times 20 kilo plates. I can do about 10 reps, and I can really feel the added resistance makes it tougher, and I can really feel it in the chest, and you get a good pump at the end of it. Exercise number 4, guys, machine flies. Really good exercise. You can feel the whole centre of your chest getting worked when you do it. You've seen the video here. At the end of the negative portion of the rep, I'm as fully contracted as I feel comfortable. I don't go too far back. I don't want any injuries to my rotator cuffs and my shoulders in general, but I do it where I can feel the chest fully stretched. I want to stretch it back just enough to get a good full range of movement to come all the way back to the rep again. As you can see, guys, I keep a slight bend in the arm and maintain that position throughout the whole range of the rep. If you don't have a machine fly in your gym, it's not the end of the world. You can do very similar movements with some cables and use a cable machine. The 5th and final exercise, guys, is an incline dumbbell fly. Like the machine fly, it's an isolation exercise for your chest. You're just going to use your chest only to do the movement. As you can see, guys, just like the machine fly, I'm going to keep a slight bend in the arm and just come up and down, nice and smooth. Now with this exercise, the greatest resistance is at the bottom of the movements on the negative portion, so that's where most of the building work is going to be done. What you'll find is as you get to the top of the rep, the resistance starts to disappear and it becomes easier, so you don't need to go all the way to the top where you hit the dumbbells together. As long as you get to virtually the top with a few inches between the dumbbells, that's absolutely fine, and you can then go straight back into the negative portion of the rep. So that's it, guys. They're the 5 main exercises I've always used to build and to maintain a decent chest. There are certainly other exercises that work really well. These are the ones that work well for me. Question of the day, guys, what's the best exercise you do to build your chest? Post it in the comment section below to get involved in the Real Gym Life community where everyone can help each other out. If you think the information in this video could help someone, share it on, that'd be really good. And lastly, guys, if you like the content, give it a like, smash that like button for me. I mean, don't actually smash it, you know, don't want to break your computer or your phone, you know. Just tap the like, you know, it helps me out. You know what I mean. Remember, guys, on my Instagram account, I put videos every day of training, put my food on my story and general life. So take a look at that if you're interested in getting involved. Guys, that's the end of this episode. Thanks for watching this far if you have. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. You need to be quiet next time. Just don't open your mouth, okay?